So, this should be better. If it's not better for you or you can't watch, it's just the way she is, bro. Just the way she is. So make sure you're live. And actually, I think you have to be live. I don't know. There isn't a DVR option now. So, it should be faster now. If it doesn't work for you, it's not gonna. Sorry. Try refreshing is probably a good idea. Refresh, everybody. Refresh, refresh, refresh. My cat just sneezed on me a lot, so it's kind of gross. You don't walk on the keyboard. Don't do that. Don't walk on the keyboard. Ads scared the crap out of you? Wow, I'm surprised I have ads. So, this is the best it's gonna get. Doesn't work? Too slow? Too bad. I can't do anything else about it, you know? That's just what YouTube is. Okay? So, y'all ready? If you want to join on in, the code is in the top right-hand corner. Go ahead and join on in. Let's do it, okay?
Wait, I got the punchline wrong. Let me start.
It's fine, John.
Bruce, are you there?
Doc, I'll have what she's having.
The perimeter is boarded up, but it's nothing we can't get through.
Lead the way.
Make sure you refresh, make sure you're live. I would try refreshing, especially since I turned on ultra low latency, okay?
I brought my key.
If it's lagging, sorry. Can't fix that for you. Better internet, basically.
Hey, I believe in you, John. You show that wall who's boss.
Hey, Bruce, I have an idea. Why don't you jimmy it open?
Who's there? Don't move! Wait a minute. I know you. You're Bruce Wayne.
Guilty as charged.
Want to explain what you're doing out here? This isn't exactly the Heights.
This isn't what it looks like.
It looks like you're trying to break into a crime scene.
Okay. Detective
Bullock.
Detective Bullock, right. Look, there's...
I don't get why he wasn't wearing
actually
a mask.
Actually, it's very good reason
doing
for all of this.
Stay right there, jerkwad. I'm calling this
Something over
in.
his face.
I've been asked to report any suspicious activity around here, and you're acting suspicious.
Okay, then I'll just leave.
No, you stay right there, like I told you. Bruce freaking Wayne. Unbelievable. Wouldn't even be working tonight if I didn't need the extra dough. And maybe this will make me look good with the boss.
Oh, sure. Overtime, right? Well, maybe I can help with that?
I'm not that kind of cop.
No, of course not. This benefits both of us. Here, it's everything I got on me. Just hang up the phone, and it's yours.
Try not to die in there. I do not want this coming back on me.
What's going on, RB?
Come on, let's get moving.
I'm so tired from after Zumba, man. Ugh. Didn't really feel it. Dance my butt off? Yeah.
It's even worse than I expected. The man I knew was flawed, but he could still muster a little warmth.
Huh, sounds like you knew a very different Riddler than the one I met. I wish he'd never come back to Gotham.
Me too.
I'm guessing you guys are seeing it way faster. Seems like you guys are. You guys are responding way faster than you were.
There's hope for everyone. I don't think any of us are beyond reach.
I know we've just met, but somehow I knew you'd say that.
You knew him best. Where do you think he'd keep any info on what we're after?
Well, not to state the obvious, but it's probably behind a riddle or a puzzle somewhere.
Oh, I call the downstairs bedroom.
Careful, John. This place is probably a death trap. Follow him, Bruce. I don't want John's curiosity to get us killed.
No, it weirds me out about Catwoman.
I'm getting really tempted to touch
Where
something.
she walks. Nobody walks like that all the time. They walk like that when they're walking down a runway. She walks like she has to sway her hips so far every single step she takes. So ridiculous.
Hey, Bruce, I've been wanting to talk to you. Alone.
You have?
I don't like how cozy Catwoman was with Riddler.
Because he was a killer?
Because he was rude to me. We need to stick together. I don't trust this kitten one bit. You know what they say about a black cat crossing your path?
No, she's nice once you get to know her.
Right, let's agree to disagree. But I'll keep my peepers peeled for both of us.
I don't think the Joker's real name is John Doe. John Doe's a very generic name. His name is John Doe because he doesn't know what his name is. That's what they assigned him in the asylum. Okay, let's walk back up here. What we're finding out with the Joker here is that he is slowly remembering who he is, and it's getting scary for him and for everyone around him. He's really smart. He's oddly smart.
Hey, money man.
Do you ever think about me, chat? You're so wishy-washy. God, keep your dick in your pants, chat. I don't know if he ever was the Joker in this game.
How'd you and
Or in
Riddler
this universe.
first meet?
You know I do a lot
Chubby, why
of
you meowing?
freelance work.
Let me guess, Riddler wanted a painting from the Louvre?
Without bragging too much, it was an easy job.
Huh.
After all, I'd already robbed the place twice. He became a valuable contact when money was tight.
Wait until you see her without her mask on. You'll be like, wow, you look so different from the first game. She looks very different. It takes a while to choose through. I don't know why.
So why are you really here?
I said I'd tell you when we're alone. We're not. I'll tell you later.
You think John was brainwashed by Harley? Do you think she was at Arkham when he was there? I don't know that she was. I know in some universes that's how it went down, but I don't know that that was the case in this one.
You're taking his shoes?
They might be useful.
Okay. They're less expensive than what you usually wear.
Chubby, why are you meowing so much? Oh, Chubby. Oh, Chubby. Quit meowing. You don't need to meow so much.
Wonder what he was moving.
One of the symptoms of him having hyperthyroidism is that he gets really needy. He needs attention, he needs reassurance because he gets like super nervous and shit like that. And, yeah. Yeah. You show us Chubby? I showed you guys earlier.
You gotta admire the ingenuity. It's a wonderful toy.
It's a wonderful way to lose your hand.
Well, you know what they say. Curiosity killed the cat.
There's something under here. Some kind of platform.
$3 tip coming in from Michael. Thank you very much. Why is my computer so laggy? It's not. Yours is. Let's get some love in the chat for Michael here, but my kitty cat here is on my lap if you guys want to see him. Hey, Tubby Wubby. Hey, Tubby Wubby Wubby. Hey, Tubby Wubby Wubby Wubby. Wubby Wubby Wubby. He likes to sit right here when he's feeling uneasy. He gets nervous about things. Makes him feel better. He purrs a lot. Ain't that right, Chubby? You show us Larry? If he shows up, yeah. But he's not around right now. He's off doing whatever the hell he does.
Let me help you out there, Bruce. I don't want you to bend your cummerbund.
Let's go, Corky. Okay, what's a cummerbund? It's such a weird word for whatever he's trying to describe. I want you to bust your cummerbund. John's wearing 2 different colored shoes. Yeah, you can see how his outfit begins to change as he becomes more like Joker-y.
Welcome to the Maelstrom. Deeper and deeper you go. This is the vortex of life, pulling you down into its depths.
A thing you wear with tuxes.
Work, you sleep, you die. At all times, 1 foot in the grave until the second inevitably follows. You'll have to work hard and sleep hard in order to earn your way 6 feet under.
What did I tell you? I suppose those are our clues to whatever Riddler is hiding in here.
One thing to know about this Batman and pretty much anything in comics universes that stretches beyond like one comic is that there are multiple universes in just about all of these. There's always like a multiverse. And what that means is the rules in one universe or one instance of Batman do not necessarily apply to the other. So Joker might be a certain way in one version of the comics. He might be a different way in another version. So, for instance, Joker here, he's way different than what you'd see from, like, the movie Joker, right? The movie Joker is way more psychotic. This one's more, I don't know, he seems a bit more tame. He's way more timid. And he is not really like the Joker yet. He's not really evil yet. Where, in other versions, there was a point where the Joker was just a mobster, and that's all he was, and then he, like, had an accident, and he started painting his face. There's another version where he was just straight up crazy. This version, he's a little bit different. Bane's another example. In the movie, Bane was kind of like a henchman. Like the most recent movie with Christian Bale, that he was in. In this version, he's like a freaking wrestler. Hey, another tip coming in here. Jesus. Yo, dog, heard you like multiverses. Let's get love in the chat for Michael, everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate the tips. Those tips are how I make a living here as a streamer, so if you want to leave a tip, it means a big deal to me, man. It's how I make my living here. But, yeah, Bane in the movie was like a henchman for, I don't even remember what the girl's name was. And then in here, he's like a big wrestler. And then I think in the comics, what's really interesting about Bane is that's like the strongest Bane there is the comics Bane, from my understanding, or at least one of the comics Banes, because he's super intelligent in the comics. Talia al Ghul, yeah. He's super intelligent in the comics, and he's also incredibly strong. He's always really strong. Like, that's the one thing that they've carried with him through all the universes, but he's always really strong, but his intelligence seems to kind of move around. Like, in the movie, he didn't seem dumb, but he didn't really seem like he was doing anything that was super, you know, independent. Here, I don't know, he kind of has his moments where he's intelligent, but at the same time, he just kind of seems like a meathead. And then, apparently in the comics, he's incredibly smart, which is really interesting. So much so that he actually defeats Batman. I think Bane's actually like the only character that has actually defeated Batman or something like that. Like the only bad guy. Which is interesting. But yeah, the characters change. And like Harley, she changes. In this instance, like the Telltale version, she's actually really assertive and she's kind of like the head honcho for a lot of things. Where in a lot of other instances, she is much more of the Joker's play toy. Which their roles have kind of swapped. But I think what you're going to see is the Joker's going to start being the main bad guy. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's to the point where Harley gets concerned about him. So, again, a lot of things change. That's the thing with these comics and these universes, is that it's always like there's themes on these characters, but they're still different. You know what I mean? Which is cool, and I like that. Dun, 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 dun.
This is my city. This is my plan. Nobody will interfere.
John's secretly waiting and planning to backstab everyone.
Positive.
Yeah. What's really interesting is he says something that makes me think that he knows about Bruce and Batman. Or maybe not that, but he knows that Bruce is the mole. And that I think he has a bigger plan for Bruce, because towards the end of this episode, if you blame Catwoman for being the mole, John says something that's really, really interesting. And what he says is he knew that Catwoman was the mole because she called somebody and we overheard her talking. And that's what gave her away. So, reason why that's interesting is because you guys just saw Bruce doing that. He was talking to Waller while Catwoman and John were off looking for people, right? So, by Joker saying that, it makes it kind of seem like he knew that, or he heard the conversation that Waller and Bruce had, or at least he overheard a little bit of it, which is really interesting. Like that I feel like that's a big deal, that little bit right there. So, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here that you don't really like realize the first time you go through it, but when you come back to it, you're like, oh my god.
But do from my lack.
It's almost like you know where the pressure points are already. Yeah, it's not like I've played through this like 5 times already. Ugh. You mean Gordon? I don't know. No, not Gordon. I wasn't even talking about Gordon unless you're talking to somebody else.
Oh, goody. It looks like you've got both feet in the grave.
Yeah, Joker, I think, is planning something. I don't know what that thing is. I do kind of believe his naivete a little bit, and his. I feel like he's a little genuine, but he's complicated. They made him really complicated.
Maybe someone should stay up here. Keep watch.
Good point. Let's go, Bruce. Sorry, cat lady.
Or maybe you could stay?
Oh no. Harley gave me an assignment, and I mean to fulfill it.
Oh shit.
John, could you give us a moment?
I really like the wink.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
I really don't know what to think of Joker, and I don't think you're supposed to know what to think of him. Or John, I should say. And I'm curious to see, like, if how we've treated him and the decisions we've made with him determine what kind of character he becomes.
Charming and unnerving at the same time. So, now that we have a moment, care to fill me in? Care to tell me the real reason you're doing this? Out with it, Bruce. What's going on?
Wow, chat. Silent treatment, huh?
I'm undercover.
For yourself? Isn't Bruce Wayne kind of always undercover? Or is it the other way around?
No, yes, I'm undercover working with a group called the Agency.
Partnered up with people, huh? Good to hear you've grown a bit.
And I feel like Riddler, again, he used to work for the Agency in some fashion because there's a couple of times that they talk about Riddler's former employer.
At the clubhouse back there. Wasn't quite ready to see your face again, but you look good. Even with what looks like a piercing gone wrong. Not great or anything, but good. You know.
You look great too.
I didn't say great. I said good.
Okay, duly noted.
Another thing?
Now it's my turn. Why are you here? You're not really in bed with this pact.
And what if I am? Maybe I need the money. Maybe I don't. Who knows? The world's a complicated place.
You're better than that.
You keep saying that. You're like a broken record.
Yoo-hoo! Can you two get a move on? Playing guard is getting pretty boring.
Just another minute. We've got it under control, John.
Fine. But we've got a job to do, remember?
Let's just see what this is all about.
He keeps his secrets so loosely? Yeah, that's another thing too. Batman doesn't really seem to give too much about... Doesn't seem to care too much about the fact that he's Batman. Like, he's like, whatever, you can know. You get a Batman secret. You get a Batman secret. He's kind of Oprah about it, which he's usually top secret about it. But what? You can let Tiffany know, Catwoman knows, Waller knows, frickin' so many people know. Avesta knows. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Riddler thing, that's what I was talking about. Another thing is that Riddler has this beef with the Agency. And his beef is from before Waller's time. So I feel like, again, I feel like he used to work for the Agency in some fashion. And I feel like Catwoman knows a whole hell of a lot about it, which is interesting too.
Oh, not a typical on button.
Surprisingly, Gordon hasn't figured out his identity. Gordon is so stupid in this game. He was way more likable in the first season. He's so dumb in this season.
Encrypted. Just like the laptop. There must be something nearby we can use.
Have a good one, honey. Is there a Robin? I don't think so. People thought that maybe there was gonna be kind of a Robin when we rescued the kid in the first season, but I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be a Robin. Not enough time. I'm really nervous about Alfred, by the way. When do you think Alfred's gonna have his nervous breakdown? Episode 4 or episode 5? He's totally going to. He's gonna freaking lose his bananas. Next episode? Yeah.
Decryptor detected. Accessing Sanctus Project Lotus files.
Project Lotus?
Sanctus.
Retinal scan required.
Shit. I haven't made the goggles yet.
Retinal scan. Timeout. Hephaestus protocol inactive.
The decryptor!
Oh, shit.
You know what Sanctus is, don't you?
I heard stories on jobs. Best I can piece together, they're a group up to... No good is generous. They're scary.
Great.
One thing's for sure.
Yeah, we need to learn about
We're not
Sanctus.
getting any more
Who's in charge of
info off
Sanctus?
that thing.
No clue.
Well, there's always Riddler's laptop. Harley still has it.
The decryptor probably works with that as well.
Everything okay down there? Send the lift back up.
The computers have a retinal scanner. We need his eyes for that.
Knowing he was tangled up with Sanctus, and what he did to Lucius. This is my fault. My mess to clean up.
By yourself? I can help.
Why? Do I look like I need your help? You don't have the code to do what needs to be done here, Bruce. You want to do this your way? You'll have to beat me to it.
I don't know why we dropped the USB thing when she cuffs us, by the way.
doing?
Balancing the scales.
You are not leaving here with that.
Oh, honey. I'm already gone.
Whoop her butt. These fights between Catwoman and Bruce are so intense. They're so cool.
Resourceful as always.
She kicks our nuts so many times this episode, by the way. It's another reason why I don't like her. It's a low blow, man. Literally. So many nut punches in this game.
Bye, Bruce. It's been fun.
I'd love it if Joker just like kicked her in the head when she went up. Poof. That'd be so funny. Like a chair and a lion. Ooh, yeah. Didn't even see that reference. It's a good point.
You've gotten rusty.
You haven't gotten past me yet.
Slow it down a bit. You're coming out blurry.
It's gonna hurt. Squish the boobies.
I forgot how skilled you are with your hands.
What do we do, chat? Throw her!
That's one way to get her to notice you.
I've always tried the kiss and she just like scratches us in the face or something. I threw her this time. She likes it rough. Gotta go Batman on her. You always strike from above when you're Batman. That's the definition of being Batman. We are very much so not Batman in this episode, by the way. We're so Bruce.
Catwoman, wait!
Sorry, Bruce, but I'm taking Harley's laptop for myself. And I'm finishing this my way.
Harley's laptop, huh? You and I, we're going to talk.
Watch this, watch this, watch this.
Somewhere
We're gonna
else.
talk. And then like they run off, but they don't run up the stairs. I like the cool comic book effect that I felt, but like that didn't make any sense. Love the comic relief here.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
It's all you guys.
So, John, about the laptop.
You know, I'm the first guy who'd resort to stealing. From anyone. Anyone but her. But in a way, that almost makes it more enticing. But in another way, maybe I tell her, get in her good graces. Maybe I will. And maybe I'll do just that.
His smile, though.
Remember, my name has an H in it. She always spells it J-O-N.
Because we're friends, John. This is between us.
Oh, we are friends. We are. But Harley's... Harley. I don't know, Bruce. I'm torn here. Just thinking about her makes me feel like I'm floating. She's the most intriguing creature ever to grace me with a demeaning insult. Which is great, don't get me wrong. I want more, Bruce. Like you and Catwoman. I'm only a little ashamed to say that dance had my pulse pounding. What's your relationship with her? Your real one?
I guess you could say she's my Harley.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure she's good for me, but I just can't seem to get away from her.
Wow.
You stop right there, Bruce Wayne. I'm tearing up. Look at this couple of weeping willies over here.
Drowning our sorrows in caffeine and sugar. If only Harley saw me. Like, really saw me. The world's a crazy place, isn't it? I want Harley, and you want the laptop.
Okay, so what I think is really interesting here is, one, you get to see just how much the roles are flipped between Harley and the Joker. Like, it's always the other way around. Harley is like, oh, I love you. Where this is like the other way around, which is really cool. And another thing is that what I think is cool is, even though the Joker is so entrenched in Batman lore as being a bad guy in almost every single circumstance, he's like the stereotypical Batman bad guy. There might be like one instance in everything where they like flip it around. But he's so entrenched as the bad guy in Batman culture, in Batman lore. But Telltale has done a decent job, at least I feel, of making it seem as though this one has a chance. You know what I mean? Like, this is a Joker that maybe he isn't fully bad. Maybe he does have the capacity to be a good guy, which makes him really hard to read, especially since everything you've ever known ever about the Joker is bad. So that paradigm shift of maybe this one isn't. Maybe he's gonna get bad. I don't know. What can I do to prevent it? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's really interesting, and like sometimes you're like, oh man, he's slowly descending into madness, but other times you're like, oh, maybe he has hope. I don't know. It's really interesting. The fact that they're even able to do that, I think, is really cool.
Maybe we can come to an arrangement. I help you with Harley.
I see. You're up to bat then, Wayne. What did you do to make Catwoman purr? How can I get that with Harley?
He knows Bruce is Batman. Yeah, Bruce doesn't make it like subtle either. Pull his strings. Ooh. Well, pulling these strings on Harley makes me nervous. Look at you guys. Wow. I've never seen pull her strings, but it makes me nervous. Look at how close this vote is. Wow, chat. Is this what we're gonna go with? So my vote, I think, is what but pushes it forward. So if I vote Be Yourself, John, it's tied though. But seeing as how you guys are pretty set on pull her strings, I'll vote pull her strings. And then that will advance it forward. Unless someone changes it right at the end here. I'll give you 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. Okay. It takes a little bit.
People aren't as complex as you make them out to be. Harley's smart, but she's still human. She can be manipulated just like anyone else.
Anyone, huh? How does one go about performing this magic trick?
Find a problem they have, and then make sure they think you are the only one who can solve it. Once they have to rely on you, they're yours. We're social animals, John. Might as well exploit it.
Yikes.
But how do you know what makes them tick?
Okay, I've never seen that before, but I totally feel like that type of dialogue is what can put the Joker down the wrong path.
Too bad you can't just open them up and take a look.
People are their truest selves when they think no one else is watching. You can learn a lot from the shadows.
Huh.
What are these hearts coming in for?
Let's say I wanted to track a subject down.
People are careless. They'll eventually give you a clue
tip. Thank you very much.
Right to them. Once you've seen that, then you'll really know who they are.
Thank you very much for the tip, Michael. I appreciate it.
I've learned that manipulation can take on many forms. Some of them more subtle than others.
Tell me more. Tell me everything.
Get inside their head. Once you know how they think, you know what they want.
Dude, Bruce is so evil here.
You know, one of the doctors in Arkham tried to get in here. Wait. I have an idea. Let's try it out. Now, first thing that comes to your head, what do you see? But don't think. Let your gut guide you.
God, this is so not... Oh, this makes me so uneasy.
I don't know. Bats.
Ooh, like creatures of the night, do you? You're an interesting case study, Mr. Wayne. I think you might be a danger to yourself and others. It's what Dr. Leland would always say to me. Now, this one. What do you see?
This is so weird.
I don't know, it looks like a maze. The alleyways of Gotham.
Ah, a complicated path. The way out isn't clear. You ever do the mazes in the back of those activity magazines and doctors' waiting rooms? I have. A ton of them. Been waiting my whole life just to be seen. What an illuminating evening this has been, Bruce. I feel like we're on the verge of a breakthrough. Let's try just one more.
John, sorry, something just came up. It's business. I have to run.
So soon? It's fine. A for effort, Bruce. I guess I won't go tattling to Harley.
So, will you help me get the laptop?
Gosh, Bruce. We are friends, and you're right about that. And, we did have a good back and forth with the tests. I feel so much closer. It's nice. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, mister. Wait. Jeez. Okay, let me mull over the logistics. But I'm in. Meet me back at the subway when you're done with your business. And because we're pals, coffee's on my dime.
Dude, that was so intense. The other ones are way more lighthearted. We pretty much like told the Joker to manipulate people and then he just pulled it right out on us. If you go the other way, it's way happier. It's way more jolly. Yikes, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still interesting and like poetic, but it was, whoa, man, that was scary. Wow.
Jim.
Evening. I know you were expecting Waller. Sorry to disappoint. So, what happened? Where were you?
What do you mean?
The agency convoy? All those freaks were in one place and you decide not to show? No, that ain't like you. You don't take time off. So what kept you?
I was there, Jim. You just didn't see me.
What?
Oh, yeah? Well, you let him get away pretty easily.
Right. Dumb option.
I guess I can't really talk. We got there late. But then it was just Bane. He still beat us to a pulp and got away.
Is that all?
No. No, I got a favor to ask. Lucius Fox. I know he was your friend, and I don't mean to speak ill of the dead. But I think he might have been up to some shady stuff before Riddler's attack on Wayne Tower. He might not have been the man you thought.
Gordon's so
entirely.
dumb. He's so dumb in this season so far.
I knew Lucius Fox for years, Gordon. The man was a saint.
On the surface, maybe. There's more to the story. Riddler targeted him for a reason. Waller shut down any investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. And that means something stinks in Denmark. You could follow that stench all the way to Fox's employer. Look, just how much do you really know about Bruce Wayne.
With all the scandals surrounding his family, it's hard not to be familiar with Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and if you haven't noticed, he's got a knack for burying bad publicity. He had everyone believing he was a stand-up guy, including me. At first, I thought Fox was at the center of it all. But there's a hell of a lot more. A Wayne Enterprises security guard comes to GCPD saying he was assaulted by Harley Quinn and her gang. And who was leading her around like a pet? Bruce Wayne. Then I checked the video recordings. Someone did an amateur job covering up the security footage. Files were replaced, time unaccounted for, sloppy.
Watch. See his face?
Right.
That's a big deal. I feel like that's a huge deal. Because that tells Bruce that Alfred is slipping. That's a big deal. There's a lot of subtleties in this, but that totally tells Bruce a huge thing about Alfred, that Alfred's not doing the best. You know what I mean? And that Alfred's losing his touch, and that he's not doing well. And there's a lot of things that make you feel like he's not doing well, but I feel like that's a big deal there. By the way, we're gonna be starting on Twitch on Saturday, so make sure you're following. It's in the description. Go ahead and do that real quick. Make sure you're following. That way, for when we do make our move to Twitch, we'll start streaming there more permanently. You guys can be all ready to go. We're partnered over there now, which is why we're moving over there. So make sure you go ahead and follow. Let's keep it going here. But yeah, I'm really nervous about Alfred.
3? He flashes enough cash at one of my officers to get into Riddler's old workshop. Why? Bruce Wayne is dirty and he's dangerous. Waller knows all of this happened too, and she refuses to let me move on it. So I need you to bring him in. That's the favor. I can't do it, but you can.
I know what it looks like, Gordon, but Wayne isn't dirty.
You're wrong, you know. His whole thing, it doesn't add up.
You're wrong, you know.
Gotham safety is slipping out from under me and I can't stand it. I know your friend Catwoman's in town. Got a rap sheet that'd put her away for life. Maybe I can't move on Bruce Wayne, but I can move on her.
Gordon's so dumb.
I should have done this a year ago.
Gordon's usually not like this either, but they just totally made him a complete idiot in this season.
Dropping threats and walking away. You've hit a new low, Jim.
Yeah, I'll learn to live with it. As soon as I get back to the office, I'm sending out a task force after her. And you better not tell her we're coming.
What's interesting, though, is at the end of this, you can say...
It sounds like he's on a warpath.
If I warn Selina and she gets away, Gordon and the police will blame me. But if I don't, I put her in danger.
Don't forget that you're both after that laptop. Gordon might be your best chance to slow her down. Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
Damn it. Gordon has gone too far this time.
I can't help but have sympathy for a man trying to do what is just. He feels as if Gotham is slipping out of control. And it is. You know, Miss Kyle is going to run sooner or later. It's her nature. How much can you really trust her as an ally? I know how you feel about her.
Alfred does not
Make
like
certain
Catwoman,
you aren't
by the
letting
way.
that cloud your judgment.
He makes it pretty obvious.
I trust her, Al.
But can you trust her to do the right thing? You know what must be done.
Like, there's multiple points where we talk about Catwoman and he just doesn't like her. He's not gonna let you guys vote? Really? Okay, chat, what are we doing? Sending the message or canceling? You have to type in the chat seeing as how you can't vote. Only say it once, by the way, you turds. It's kind of even. God. I really don't know. It's so even. Fuck. I don't know. can't read. Just look at this. I can't read this. Okay. We have to pull out the old Harvey here. Do I even have a coin? Chubbs, where would I keep a coin? Let's see if I can pull out the old Two-Face here. Give me a second, Chubby. I gotta get a coin. Wait a second. Don't they have websites where you can flip a coin? Hey, chat. We're gonna flip a coin. Okay? Heads, we send it. Tails, we don't. Okay? So. See, Harvey. It's not up to us, chat. It's up to the coin, okay? It's up to the coin. They won't kiss? Yeah, they totally will. They'll totally kiss. They won't do it on the roof, though. Alright, chat.
I didn't do it.
Splendid.
Don't go, Gordon. I've got a city to save.
Please, Jim. You have to let me in.
It was all up to the coin, chat.
Too much.
You gotta ask yourself, what would Harvey do?
I'm the best friend you have in spandex or whatever my suit is. You can trust me. What if I grew a mustache for you?
Batman! Hi! Hello! So, John. My name's John. John Doe. You don't know me. Well, we actually did cross paths once, but,
That'd be awful!
What did you overhear?
I didn't hear anything. I just got here, I swear. Oh, this is just... What a pleasure. So nice to finally meet you.
Let's get love in the chat for Humongous. Thank you very much for the
Just
tip.
a handshake.
Nice to meet you, John.
Wow, quite a grip you've got there. You must squeeze a stress ball a lot.
I've been waiting over a year for that moment. I'm just such a huge fan of yours. And here you are.
John's gonna get the laptop. And we're gonna see the John scene where he like learns how to throw things.
Role models. I've come across a few good candidates.
You keep playing, I gotta get water.
You're Batman.
I don't take on students.
Now hold on. Before you accept, here's what I bring to the table. I can get you Riddler's laptop. All his secrets, right there. And the gang who attacked the convoy, they needed to pull off a big score.
The point.
So what if I steal it from Harley Quinn, no less, and then give it to you? But, and this is a big but. I need you to promise nothing bad will happen to Harley. I mean, letting one criminal slip through the cracks every once in a while can't be the worst thing.
Nothing will happen to her. You have my word.
All right, good. I'm trusting you on this one. Now, when you're on the job, what's the preferred method of extracting a target? Always rappelling in, or explosives as a distraction, or... You know what? I'll wing it.
If I were you, I'd get a friend to help.
That's a great idea! I hope Bruce is there. He'd do anything for me. Oh, one last thing. I collect these. They mean a lot to me. Oh, we look so cool. I mean, you're cool. I'm not.
I broke it in mine.
Cool, but next
I always
to
think
you,
about the
I
internet.
look cool.
I don't know he uses the internet though.
Look great on my wall. Thank you.
Laptop
He does send text messages
behind
though.
the stacked deck.
I'll be there.
Have a good one,
Promise.
Jamie.
Hope to die. You won't be disappointed.
You speak, but all I hear are lies. You dishonor yourself, Timothy. If you are the rat, then wear it proud. I would have respect for that, and with respect comes mercy.
Greetings, Wayne. Come with me. As a fellow apostle of technology, I thought you might appreciate this. Bane and I were acquiring components for a device I'll need once we get to the Black Site.
Device?
Yes, an ice explosive for the fire failsafe we anticipate encountering. That isn't the impressive detail. As we ran into interference, I determined I would be more efficient if I made smaller versions and employed them as projectiles.
Who were they?
Hindrances. As you can see, it's been wildly successful. Perhaps Wayne Enterprises could benefit from my efforts.
I don't know what he thinks Wayne Enterprises is doing.
You're sick.
Sick is in the eye of the beholder, Mr. Wayne. I am only dedicated.
We live in a twisted world, Bruce. Better to abide than struggle against it in vain. One more time, my friend. Why did an alarm go off when it was your job to ensure it didn't?
Bane, come on! I slipped up!
Dangerous time to make a mistake when you knew I was looking for a mole. You're trying to slow us down!
No! Look, I want to get paid, just like you! I got mouths to feed!
Then, when the police arrived, you were nowhere to be found!
You know I'm no traitor! I stood up for you! Remember? Come on, man. We have to stand together on this. Just think. Remember?
Yeah, sure.
I know, Joe.
Pretty bold move.
Good, yeah. Now why would I do that if I was dirty? I'd have thrown you to the wolves to cover my ass, right?
Oh, a deft turn, but it's not enough to save you. In fact, your awareness of how to deceive only creates more suspicion.
What the hell is going on here?
No!
Oh, no.
Merely plugging the leak.
God damn it, Bane. You're running your own investigation? You gonna get little business cards printed that say Detective Bane now?
Hey. Hold on. Damn it.
Bane's like, what are you doing?
Why are you complaining?
I didn't get a chance to grill the guy. I'm a trained psychiatrist. What are you? A side of beef with a hunch? I'll find the rat, and I'll deal with it. You can't be trusted to run your men anymore. They're mine now. Got
Yours? I freed them from Santa Prisca!
You just killed one. I only shot him. Who do you think wins that recruitment war?
They won't follow you.
What do you want, John?
Right, the laptop. This seems like the perfect time.
You don't know for sure it was him, so now what?
They know the cost. I value loyalty above all else.
You know who's gonna have a tough time being loyal now? That guy.
Just keep her busy. I have to sneak into her office to get it. Then it's all yours. Yep, getting it from my old buddy Bruce. And only you. Promise. Sound like a plan.
I wonder if he doesn't do the pinky thing, if he didn't pinky promise with him earlier. If you leave him hanging, he gets really mad. He's so mad.
That was a good one.
Hey, you two. What's going on with you guys?
Harley, what a surprise.
You guys get me a black site location or not? The answer had better be yes, Harley.
I don't know, moved. Maybe she will, maybe she won't.
We didn't find the location to the black site yet, but we did uncover the code name for whatever you're after.
Let's get love in the chat for the tip.
Ring any bells?
And what is Project Lotus?
What do you want? Shouldn't you be informing your men they work for me now?
You? You can't even keep these two from colluding.
Puddin'? Are you kidding me? He's loyal to a fault.
I'm loyal, Harley. Yeah, definitely. Which is good for you, because you need help. The Mole, Bane's men, you maybe, possibly, potentially can't handle it alone.
Oh, he says the same thing.
I'm really the only man for the job. Me and only me.
You time out.
A stupid grin on his face.
And you, we need to talk. Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. This here's one of my favorite toys. Helps me make boring things into pretty things. Can you be a smart guy and guess another one of my favorite toys?
You ever notice that all the characters have forehead wrinkles? Like a lot of them. In this season.
Is it John?
Oh, look at that. There are some neurons firing in there after all. You two are getting a little too close for comfort. So I'm making a new rule. Hands off. Point is,
he gets the laptop
John's
now, right?
Mine, and mine alone. So don't play with my toys.
He wouldn't
or I'll
have
bash
if
in
we
that
sent the
pretty
text.
face of yours.
Alfred, get a suit ready for drop-off.
Of course. Was your accomplice successful?
Looks like. I'm on my way to meet him now.
Alfred, keep the drones on alert.
They're online and overhead, sir. Don't let your guard down.
He's here.
I would love to throw a smoke bomb at him.
Oh, yeah. Smoke bomb.
That's not what I was expecting.
Classic.
Did you get it?
I was expecting like an explosion. He'd like freak out.
It didn't feel great, you know? Stealing from her. It felt like there was a little Harley with a halo on this shoulder telling me not to do it, and then the bat on the other whispering, "Just get it, John."
Just get it, John.
Or do you have the halo and Harley the horns? You must run across this in your line of work. How do you deal with doing something good when you might be hurting someone you love? Because it certainly didn't feel good. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Every time it costs you a little bit of yourself. I wish there was an easier answer.
Seems like you can't do it very often. Or there'll be nothing left.
You're making him so evil, chat. God.
I did bring the thing, by the way. Don't you worry. Perseus, I bring you the Gorgon's head.
If you don't take it, he's like, okay, I'll just put that in your hand over there. Okay? Thanks.
So, is Batman happy? You look pretty happy. Well, I'm happy. I did something for you. Maybe you could do something for me.
Like?
Teach me. Anything. What about those boomerangs you have? I promised to only use it for, you know, hero things. Probably. Please?
People are theorizing that if you teach him how to throw a boomerang or a batarang, that it helps him learn how to throw his cards.
So awesome.
Batarang. Long-range weapon. Effective. Dangerous.
Nailed it. Dead on.
Your turn.
On my
Just lost cat in the background.
Oh gosh. My hands are sweating.
Use your free hand to help you aim. It'll follow your elbow. Don't overthink it. Just throw.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
It's okay. Practice makes perfect.
Can I keep it? I'm going to throw it 100 times a day until I get it. I'm working with you, Batman, and it's just been... wow. What I meant to say is, it's been an honor. If you ever need someone to watch your back, you know I'm good with a batarang. And I have a lot of guns, too, if that helps. This is exciting. A new leaf. To new beginnings.
You have potential, John. Do something good with it.
Well, with you to look up to, how could I go wrong?
Oh, that smile,
Do you have a
man.
cape, guy? Because I was thinking about updating my look.
Imagine the Joker had a cape.
I'm your man on the street.
Now, this whole cutscene here, I think would have been a Catwoman cutscene rather than the Joker cutscene if you would have sent the text. I think. Could be wrong. But you have a Catwoman cutscene either way.
Selina?
I had nowhere else to go. I guess I was a fool for thinking I'd be safe here.
You did this, chat.
I'm glad you're here.
My God, what if you say it out? Okay, chat, now be careful here, because the decisions you make are a big deal. She'll get really pissed off at you if you make the wrong ones, and she'll like fight you. So, keep that in mind.
Are you?
Maybe we should just start from the beginning. What happened?
I'm glad you're here, Bruce. Miss Kyle is injured. I dressed the wound as best I can. I trust you told him about your motorcycle accident?
I was just about to.
Hope you don't mind me tending to her wounds. I couldn't turn her away, not in her condition.
Not at all.
Chad, you're scaring me.
You've been so good to me, Al.
She's a criminal.
I don't know how I would ever repay you.
But of course.
I hate to ask, but would you mind giving Bruce and I a second to talk?
How can I refuse?
I'm worried about him, Bruce. I'm pretty sure he's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. And you don't want to be the one who pushes him over the edge.
Alfred, you're the one bleeding on my couch, Selina.
It's
Yikes,
not
chat.
as bad as it looks.
Yikes,
Could have
chat.
fooled me.
Alfred's your man, and you just freaking bail on him?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Relax. I'm just changing out the bandage. Be a doll and hand me a clean piece of gauze. Been through 2...
There. Good as new. So, do you want to tell me what really happened? We both know you didn't get this from a motorcycle accident.
I was ambushed by your friend Gordon tonight. Thought you knew. You and Gordon are so tight.
Don't say anything, chat. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything is the best choice you can do.
No, I had no idea.
No, of course you didn't.
Oh wow, that works too?
The laptop. I know you snatched it from Harley. I want to find that black site. Before they do.
The laptop is useless without Riddler's decryptor.
Good thing I brought it then.
Like Vicky Vale's gonna show up again? Vicky Vale's dead,
you have the goggles too?
Not so fast. What are you offering me in return? You know when it comes to me, nothing is for free.
I'll give you me.
I'll give you what you really want. Me?
I've already had you.
Ooh! Look at his face.
But I appreciate the offer.
Look at his face.
What do you want from me, Selina?
I want you to admit that you need my help. I want you to say, Selina, I need you.
How different she
I can't do
looks.
this without you.
It's like she went and bought some fake lashes and just clipped them right on.
Say it and it's yours.
Got a lip injection too.
Selina, I need you.
And?
I can't do this without you.
No, you can't.
You're gonna steal the bag, you're gonna hold her close, you're gonna be friends. So...
Thanks. It's been a rough night.
Okay, so you know how she can... You know she says, ooh, but I've already had you. If you do this scene on the roof, when you choose to send the text, she says that same thing. But she says it differently because she's like, but I've already had you. And then she's like, but maybe I'd be up for another round or something like that. Where the other one's like, this one here, she's just like, I already had you. Get burned, bitch.
So, what now? Are we gonna crack Riddler's laptop together or not? I'm not on a line here.
I'll crack
Don't
you.
leave me hanging.
Come downstairs with me.
I have yet to see the Batcave without
downstairs?
her. By
We'll
the
see.
way. So isn't this weird? Batman, super secretive with everything Batman. And he's like, yeah, sure, here's how you get into my secret lair. Let's go twist this clock up. Isn't that weird? It's totally not Bruce. Totally not Bruce. He's super like, I don't give a damn who knows I'm Batman. He's done holding the secret.
Are you coming?
She looks so different. Okay, you know what, chat? You need to see how different this lady looks, okay? So... yeah. No. Fuck, I don't care. Yes, I have ad block. Before you bitch at me, I whitelist websites. And I'm a YouTube Red person. And I'm a Twitch Prime person. So all the entertainment I get, fuck you, it's paid for. I do it to protect myself from, like, malicious stuff with malware. But I do whitelist websites. So... Oh my god. Google. Shut up. So, yeah, here's what she looked like in season 1. Isn't that weird? Like, her eyes are totally different. Her lips are still pretty big. But look how different she was. And now come take a look at her here. We're like, ooh, look at that. Here's my titties. And then let's take a look at her now.
I thought I'd seen it all when I found you hanging with the sewer rats, Bruce. This place.
Look how different she looks.
It's really you. Rich
tip coming in here.
Their toys.
Thank you very much for the tip, Michael. I appreciate it.
Is a wet bar.
A wet bar.
Make yourself comfortable.
When I hear a wet bar, I think of like a wet nurse.
This place, it's not exactly
totally different thing.
Cozy. I know how hard it is to let people in. The fact that you've done that, it means a lot to me, Bruce. I didn't give a damn about anyone else until I met you.
You can kiss her here, you know.
On me.
If you do it right, you can kiss her.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It definitely makes life more complicated.
Think she looked more Latin before?
I came back to Gotham for a little redemption, but I didn't expect to find it next to you. It's nice. The way I feel around you, like I can be better. Do you maybe...
If you do this right, you'll kiss her. Oh my god, chat.
Let's keep it as friends.
Oh!
It's safer for both of us to keep our feelings out of it.
Work partners, then.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh!
Tea for two is served.
Alfred, thank you.
Wow, you didn't want to kiss her, huh? Bruce does get a little creepy about it, though. He's like, if you choose the I want more, just like out of nowhere, he's like, I'm going to kiss you now. And then she's like, oh, what? And then she's like,
Decryptor detected. Accessing Sanctus Project Lotus files. Retinal scan required.
Let's try this again.
I can't believe you guys did that. Oh my god.
Access granted.
Y'all screaming at me, send, send, send!
Bruce,
and then you're like, nah, I don't want
you
your
have
face.
a moment, I have something to show you.
The back computer will scan for viruses and other safeguards before we can have access to the data.
Maybe she needs that. A little bit of pushback from Bruce. I don't know, man. That was crazy. Damn. Oh, I can't believe you did that. That's so crazy. I would never expect that out of you, freaking horny turds.
Selina.
I'm glad we're friends.
I'm glad we can be friends.
Me too. This feels like the beginning of something good. For both of us.
Uh-huh. Where do we go from here? What do you think of a bat cave?
So, what do you think is next? for us?
I don't know. I don't have huge expectations. Maybe save the world a time or two.
Or like, what kind of question is that after you pretty much just friend zone the shit out of her?
So, what do you think?
There's a lot of interesting tech down here. How you did it all, I'll never know. And it's more hospitable than the abandoned subway those maniacs call home. But just barely.
He's like, yeah, fuck you. Eat a dick. But not mine, because we're friend zoned.
I finished up a new feature for your contacts. Lucius nearly completed it before. Well, I've been fiddling with it to keep myself occupied. At any rate, your contacts now have the capability to detect heat signatures. Cold, too, because with Mr. Freeze, you never know.
Mr. Freeze.
I'm sure it'll come in handy.
I'm impressed you felt close enough to someone to welcome them into the Batcave. And I'm curious to know why. What is it about her?
Because Chad's an emotional roller coaster mess, that's why.
Difficult to take it back at this point. But, maybe you should keep an eye on the more valuable items down here.
I wouldn't have been able to get into the laptop without her.
This seems like her area of expertise. And I believe she needed your help just as much.
It's done. Sounds like the laptop is safe.
What's really interesting here, now that I think about it, can't look at these. Will they say anything different? No, it's the same. What is interesting here, though, is... If you come down here and you kiss her, which you can do under any circumstance, basically, and maybe if you fight with her, you can't. But if you come down here and you say, I want more, she comes over here and talks, which she didn't do. Now that I think about it, she didn't come down here and be like, what the heck is my cat shit doing down here? Instead, it's like... Huh. Instead, she doesn't say anything, which makes me wonder if she's gonna steal it. Huh. You done pissed off the cat, man. You don't piss off a cat. Not unless you got tinfoil on its head so it can't get instructions from the government.
I shall be upstairs if you need me. Good luck.
Look at all this data.
To talk about in the friend zone.
Finally, something we can read. Let's see what he knew.
Okay, so listen here. This is how we find out that good old Eddie had some really, really close talks with the agency here.
Patient 843. 10 milligram injection at 0.01% solution.
Oh my god, what if that is the Riddler right there?
Patient 844. 10 milligram injection at 0.015% solution.
God, what is that? Human test subjects?
We have to find what they were giving those test subjects.
Chubby, no. You know what I want to look at, chat? Give me a second here. I want to see... Chubby, shut up. I want to see... something. Tubbs, quit meowing. Something. Tubbs, quit meowing. Oh my god, it's gonna like... something. Oh god. I'm going into the abyss when I do this. Oh god, I can't. Oh god, I can't. Which one's the real one? Oh god, I can't. Which one's the real one? Oh god, it's too late. I can't tell. The real one? It's not letting me. Oh, I can't DVR because I can't DVR because it's ultra low latency. But I wanted to see if we could read the name tag on that doctor right there.
Invoices, schematics, design notes.
y'all think Riddler was a patient? Is that what they said? Chubby, don't eat that. You know better. So yeah, E is Eddie, which is the Riddler.
Riddler must have been talking about the location of the black site. His obsession with data left us an incredibly thorough paper trail.
Look at these manifests.
Bodhi's Spa. Strange place for delivery of virus incubators. This must be what Riddler means by hiding in plain sight.
The Edler here, huh? Let's see what the Edler's all about.
Some kind of viral agent from the looks of things. A biological weapon. This is what Harley wants.
So, is it always a biological weapon?
The agency. Don't you work with them?
With Batman?
Amanda
I feel like it
Waller.
is.
She runs the agency.
Sounds like you owe her a phone call.
I feel like it's always a bioweapon. Let's see here.
Bruce, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
The agency was working on a virus with human test subjects.
Bruce, what on earth?
I just saw it with my own eyes.
How do you... Is that what Quinn's after?
Yes, I found the black site, hiding in the middle of Gotham at the Bodhi Spa.
Okay. I promise we'll get to the bottom of this. But I need you to trust me. Meet me at Wayne Tower in 15. I'll tell you what I know.
Harley was asking if the goggles are ready. I'll go back to the subway, see if I can keep her busy.
Thanks, Selena.
Benefits of partners. Good luck.
You too.
So, if you thought she looked more Latin in the first one, what does she look like now? Like, white girl? I don't know, man. I think she just put on a lot more makeup.
Tiffany, what are you doing here?
Running late today? I expected you earlier.
Tiffany's an idiot.
I needed to talk to you, but I'm sorry, Bruce. This is for your own protection.
Hands behind your back!
On the floor, now!
Her dialogue changes a little bit in this scene, based on whether or not she likes you. If she likes you, she's way more remorseful. If she doesn't like you, she's like, yeah, eat it,
Bruce
bitch!
Wayne,
This is what you get!
You're under arrest for armed robbery, murder, and criminal conspiracy to commit a terrorist act. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
Take your hands off me before I...
Shut your mouth and stay down! Don't hurt him!
Thanks for the call, Miss Fox.
likes you.
You've done a good thing today.
You lied to me!
You need to stand back, or we're gonna have a problem.
Bruce, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect them to be so... violent. I just wanted them to get you away from those nut jobs.
You go to the police, you set up an ambush, and suddenly you're surprised by it all?
I don't know what to say.
What in the... Director Waller?
Uncuff Mr. Wayne right now, or you'll spend the rest of your life as a meter maid.
Yeah, Tiffany would have been way more rude if she didn't like you, based on the choices you
Mr.
made
Wayne
earlier.
is under agency protection, and you know it.
What?
You've known it for some time.
Waller and the agency? They're not always gonna be around to save you, Wayne. One day, you're gonna run out of favors to call in. And when you do, there'll be hell to pay.
Oh, please, Gordon, stop embarrassing yourself.
What's happening to
Pretend
you?
all you want.
Officers,
I know.
please.
Somebody got a hearing aid.
He's involved. He belongs in a cell.
This is neither your concern or your purview. Go home, Gordon. You're done here.
The hell I will.
If I were you, I'd be very careful with my next words.
And if I were you, I'd stop interfering with GCPD business. This is my city.
Not anymore. You're so far out of line you can't see the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
You're dismissed.
Excuse me?
You tested me. This is what happens.
Damn it, Waller! You can't do this!
It's well within my power and you know it.
Waller!
I said...
Don't do this!
Dismissed.
Waller, Gordon is a good cop. He's a good man. Don't do this.
Not from you.
It's the last straw. I won't allow anyone to question my authority. This is strictly professional.
Oh, sure.
Time to go, Jim.
We'll make sure Gordon leaves, and be right outside. When you're ready.
I apologize for everything. Calling the cops was a bit much.
You can, if you tell her to get out,
well,
she just
you wanted
leaves.
a chance to
She's
talk
really
to
pissed.
me, so here it is.
She's like,
talk.
I'm not showing up to your funeral when you die, Bruce. I'm like,
Don't
wow,
understand how you got tied up in all this. The agency? If I had known you were... What are you doing with them? Please, just tell me, Bruce.
Look, Tiffany, I'm an undercover operative. What I'm doing, it's dangerous.
Thank you for telling me. I see now, though. This is why he's dead. He was involved in whatever you're doing. This work you're doing seems incredibly dangerous. But there's something I don't get. Why you? I mean, no offense, but you're just... Bruce.
She gets really mad if you don't tell her, too. She gets so pissy. She's so emotional.
I'm Batman.
You're Batman. The Batman.
Come on. Got something to show you.
Hey, Bruce. Wanted to show you a preview of your new batsuit. I know you and Alfred are still on your well-deserved retreat, but I couldn't help myself.
She's really intelligent, but she's
I'll
really,
upload the specs to your private server.
She's reckless, which makes me nervous about her.
All right. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I'll see you soon.
Nope, no Lee for you.
It was hard to believe. But hearing it from him...
See that pause?
Your dad was a hero. Your dad believed the city deserved better. He believed in me.
And to think I gave him lip for missing dinner sometimes. With Dad gone, maybe I can still help. If Batman is interested. It's the least I can do.
That pause was so
funny.
funny.
And I know my dad would be proud.
The way things are going right now, he could use a little help.
Okay, I need to digest. Sorry for everything earlier, but thank you for trusting me with this.
That pause is really funny because chat's been like going kind of crazy savage all of a sudden. So all those options were all so nice and sentimental, and there was this like really distinct pause where you guys were trying to like find the one that was evil and you couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden all the votes came in.
I'm only saying we might be pushing him too hard.
He's capable, and he knows how to cover his tracks. Our only path forward is through Wayne. Let's get to it then. I know you have some questions.
A few. Care to explain why the videos I saw said this virus was an agency experiment?
Years ago, I was brought in to rectify the agency's past mistakes. Or failing that, to cover them up. One mess in particular dealt with Black Ops experiments. Human subjects. The kind of amoral science that makes your skin crawl.
Sanctus.
They were a
Literally
division that was shut
crawl.
down for good, long before either of us joined. But evidently, they went underground.
This is our worst-case scenario. With Sanctus off the leash, this research poses a global threat. If I'd known where they set up their den, I would have taken them out years ago.
If you want them taken out, now's your chance. We know right where they are.
It's not that simple.
Sanctus was dangerous then. They're certainly worse now.
Who's in charge of Sanctus?
This whole situation. It's given me an idea. I can't put an agent within 1,000 yards of that place without them starting a war or blowing up the entire block just to cover their tracks.
We know it's tricky, but leading Harley and her gang into Sanctus might allow the two problems to take care of themselves.
They have Riddler's info. They have a way in. And you're undercover with them.
At least with Sanctus and the Pact at each other's throats, the agency can act quickly, clean up, and minimize casualties.
It's unorthodox. But a strike like this will keep damage from spilling onto Gotham streets.
If you guys want to join the crowd play, look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. It tells you what website to go to and what code to
Why
enter.
endanger anyone else when I have my own personal wrecking crew?
My thoughts, exactly. Look, for now, just go and check this place out. Right now, as yourself. You don't want them to know Batman is on their tail. I bet you're the type of guy who has some expensive surveillance equipment.
We have your back, Bruce. We'll be right behind you.
Keep me in the loop so I know what my team and I might be facing when it goes down. Defenses, security, whatever.
Their lives are in your hands, Bruce.
As well as the fate of this city. I know you might have reservations about working with Harley and her crew like this. Sometimes you have to use bad people to do good things.
So, okay, with that line right there, sometimes you gotta use bad people to do good things. Oh, my neck keeps cracking. Everybody and their grandma was like, oh, it's a Suicide Squad reference. Maybe, I feel. Because... I don't know if Suicide Squad even exists right now. I don't know when it starts existing in the comics book universe. Or comic books universe. I don't know if Harley Quinn's a part of it always or not, because she's totally not now. Unless Freeze, Bane, and Harley already are a Suicide Squad. So when I first heard that, I was like, what are you talking about? What are you referencing? Like, obviously, like, I felt it was so obvious that she could have been talking about Suicide Squad that I didn't bring it up. I thought that maybe she was going down the path of Catwoman, because for them to drop a line like that, for us personally to use anybody, I feel like the one who we have the most ability to manipulate is either John or Catwoman, right? Because Catwoman might be a bad person. That's where I went with it initially. Kinda, a lot of people were like, Swing Punch is so dumb, it's obviously Suicide Squad. And you know what else? You know what else makes me so mad about all these stupid pricks that sit there and jerk their chain about the Suicide Squad? I bet you 99.9% of them have never read the Suicide Squad comics. They're like, oh yeah, it's about the movie, Waller sucks. No, we don't know. God, read the comics before you sit there and talk shit. I haven't read the comics, so I admit that I haven't read them. So I try to leave things up to interpretation because I don't have all that knowledge in the bag. I've seen the movie. That doesn't mean that I automatically assume these things.
Have you located the black site?
I think so.
Always bad. Yeah.
While you were at the office, I did
Okay, so is Waller always bad, or is she always, like, ruthless? Like, is she on the good guys' team technically? She's just really ruthless and she doesn't really care about people's lives? Task Force X if you want to get technical. Interesting.
Basic online.
Okay, I know I'm pausing it a lot, but she drops another line where she says something that seems very Suicide Squad-y, where she's like, dangerous and expendable, my favorite words.
Search on the Bodhi Spa.
Excellent. What's the verdict?
According to reviews, it truly seems to be a fully functioning business, not just a front.
Couldn't tell from the service
Shut up,
entrance.
Brenda.
They offer rather popular high-end massages and have an active social media feed. It's a 24-hour business, Bruce. There are customers going in and out at all times. They have no idea what's coming for them.
The lead before Waller was a bad guy? Interesting. Which is what they're kind of saying here, too.
There's no way to tell until I get in there. I'll proceed with caution.
Bane hates Bruce the most. What's
Initiate
really weird
the
is
feed
in
of
this
my
version,
contacts
Bane
to
kind of
Waller.
likes Bruce.
Let her know I'm here.
At least he can like Bruce.
Just see what we're up against.
Good idea. Remember, you're able to toggle the thermal imaging in your lenses. I'm signing off while you speak with Director Waller. Be careful.
Thanks, Al. Waller,
On the line, Bruce.
I'm here. I'll let you know if I find anything interesting.
Caution is
You think
key,
John
Bruce.
shot the Riddler?
This situation is a spark
I think
away
he
from
could
a
have. That's a
wildfire.
long shot.
I'll keep that in mind.
Like, a lot of people are thinking Deadshot or Deathstroke, I think, is the other one. Because that was a really long shot with a pistol, man. That's tough. And right in the neck, right there. Oof, I don't know.
That access door is connected to the spa.
He definitely talks like it was him, though, because he seems really, like, very obviously hating Riddler.
Looks like we have a receptionist behind the front desk.
She's hardly anything to worry about.
All too easy to hide a gun under that desk.
Yeah, isn't Deadpool the other universe? I mix them up, DC and Marvel sometimes, but like, isn't the joke that Deadpool's like a Deathstroke ripoff? Oh, Chubbs, why are you meowing like that?
I see a security panel inside the building. It could trigger an alarm system of some kind. If I can hit that before they suspect what I'm really here for.
They'll be blind and helpless. Perfect for my people. You just saved a few agents' lives, Bruce.
Oh, Chubby, quit meowing. Let's see if I can trigger the dangerous and expendable line. Or did she already say it and I missed it? Who's this one?
That appears to just be a patron.
Maybe not.
They're heading downstairs. The real lab must be underground. Sanctus has been in the middle of Gotham this entire time.
They burrow under your skin and eat you from the inside out. This is why I'm willing to let these criminals be the tip of the spear. Dangerous and expendable. My favorite adjectives.
See, that's the other
That's some
Suicide Squad
top-notch
line,
field
right?
work, Bruce. I know being undercover's been tough, but you just need to maintain it a little longer. If you don't get inside with those maniacs, we're going to have a pandemic on our hands.
Waller, I need to go.
Now why would a billionaire be skulking around in a filthy alley? Carefully inspecting every detail. Almost as if performing reconnaissance.
Oh, I have an appointment. Bad shoulder.
The main entrance is around the corner. That's not why you're here.
Why, Bane, have you been spying on me?
Spying? No. I've only been keeping an eye on you.
That's the same thing.
I heard the GCPD paid you a visit at your office, so I swung by to see if you might be in need of some aid. Innocent as that. Then, something about the look on your face as you left. So, determined. Yes, I had a sense you would lead me to something.
Batman has a lot of forehead wrinkles for being like 30 years old.
Project Lotus. This is the secret you and Harley had.
Isn't he like 30, 31, 32?
Where are we, Bruce? What is this place? And do your best to be honest. Lies insult us both.
This is it. The black site Riddler wanted to hit.
So this is what Harley was trying to keep secret. She didn't know. Strange that you're here after a run-in with GCPD in an alleyway with the other rats. Finding you in this duplicitous position while we have a mole problem. Well, it does not look good for you, my friend. When you wake up, you can tell Harley that you led me right to her conspiracy.
Wake up.
Ow.
Rise and shine. Oh, I pity what you're about to face, Wayne.
Tomorrow? Yeah, probably.
You did the right thing, telling me about the black site. But there's still something about you that gives me pause. Something that casts a shadow over your heart. Harley wanted to spearhead the hunt for the mole. This will be her chance. So, be thoughtful with your words in there. They could be your last.
I think Bane likes Bruce a little bit.
Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful.
I hope it's not you, Wayne.
See? He likes him a little bit.
But if it is, I'll kill everyone who shows up for your funeral.
Only a little bit.
What is it now, Bane?
The rat has been uncovered. Wayne.
Notice how she's not wearing her makeup?
Your nose. And tracked Wayne to the location of the black site. And if he hadn't...
I sent Wayne to scout it, so lower your damn voice. It was the final piece of the puzzle, and now we got it. Go get your boys ready. We move on the site ASAP. And don't worry your pretty little head about our rat problem. I got it covered.
Bane does have venom, yes.
Tell Freeze to get one of them popsicle makers ready. You're not going anywhere. You're in here. With me.
Thanks for backing me up.
Don't mention it. Can't have him stepping on my turf, you know? I said I'd find the rats. And I will. Your father. He was a hard man, right? Someone lied to him.
You know, I have a problem with that line. It says your father was a hard man. I mean, wasn't technically everybody's father a hard man at one point? Okay, let's go.
Betrayed him. He ended them. Think he was onto something with that idea? Show no mercy, take no apologies, that sort of thing.
You need to keep your people in line. Sometimes that means making hard choices.
Such a pretty way of saying killing a person. I hadn't taken you for such a ruthless fella. You are who I think you are, Bruce.
Who do you think I am?
A man out to prove to the underworld he's just as bad as his dear departed dad. Or there more to the story I should know. Hidden depths? Secrets you don't want me to see?
Is this the first Batman universe where the parents are actually bad? Or Bruce's parents are bad?
Walks on the beach.
You're funny. Must have gotten that from your mother's side. You know, my dad could be a funny guy, too. And they all
her singing's really creepy. She does it at the beginning of the episode if you left her behind in episode 2. It's really scary. Is that a Harley thing? Like her singing like that?
He used to sing that to me. My dad. Made me feel safe. Like nothing could hurt me.
You have a nice voice.
Might want to get those ears checked, Brucey. What's left of them. But it's nice to know I have a fan. Been running short of those lately. In fact, you being like my dad, that's why I got such a soft spot for you.
Oh, you do?
You found me the black site, didn't you? Plus, you're not a bad guy. I mean, you're rotten like the rest of us. But you actually care for some people. Like that girl John told me about. What's
That's interesting.
Face?
The Flashpoint thing.
Brittany? No. Tiffany. You remember? Early 20s, fresh-faced and optimistic.
I totally
How you
did.
doing?
It blew right over my head that she was talking about Tiffany Fox.
Oh, take it down a notch, Wayne. Your friend is safe. It's your job to keep her that way. Yeah, friends are great. Except when you have to lose them. Laptop's gone.
What are you?
Yeah, shocker. We have a turncoat. I've interviewed just about everyone in the place. Except maybe one. Or two. So gosh, that only leaves the two people I haven't cleared. You and Catwoman. Maybe it was the guy who Bane gave the hamburger face. But weirdest thing, the laptop went missing after that.
Wait, you cleared John?
Yes, I cleared John. You think that guy's capable of lying to me? I mean,
Joker's got her by the balls.
That'd show a little spine.
She doesn't
But
even
if you
realize
really
it.
want to, you can ask him yourself. John, get in here! When I told Puddin' I narrowed it down to you two, he begged me to let him interrogate you. I gave him some pointers, and now this is his chance.
Hi, Bruce. You potential rat.
I love him.
Have at it, John.
Harley, do you mind? Can't learn to ride with training wheels on forever, you know?
I'll be right outside.
Admit it, you rat scum! You're the rat! Sorry, I have to make it sound good.
Do it again.
What?
Hit me again.
Hit me, baby.
Take.
You're hitting him already. I'll let it play.
I never wanted it to come to this. But we both know what has to be done. Catwoman has to take the fall. Think about it, Bruce. Harley's gonna kill that Tiffany girl if it's
There's
you.
the Penguin. He was in the last
If she'll stop
season.
there.
He was the
John,
main
you
villain.
stole the laptop.
One of them.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make me the mole. Besides, you asked me to help you get it. And maybe you're the mole, and maybe you're not. All I know is I can't lose you.
Did you even stick up for me?
I tried, Bruce. I really did. I said it loud and clear. Internally. You know Harley. She's not a mind reader. I'm sorry. I'm not as
That's a really
strong
weird
as you.
line.
Well, I'll get through this, Bruce, but I don't see a lot of options that end too great for you. It's either you or her. What do you want to do, Bruce? She knows it was one of you two. She knows. And don't think I don't feel just awful about this. Since, you know, I stole it. Can't help but feel a little bit responsible.
All right, time's up.
Perfect, because I'm done.
Okay, I gotta cut you off.
You got a confession?
I want to see something here.
Great job, Puddin'. Who we hanging out to dry?
Go ahead, Bruce. Tell her what you told me. Come on. Go ahead.
So, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. Just like we talked about. Please.
It was Catwoman.
Fuck. Really? Do I default to Catwoman or did the crowd play not save? I want to see what happens. They'll have to cut through this again, and I'll do similar choices, but I want to see.
Thanks for backing me up.
I want to see what happens if you don't say anything.
Can't have him stepping on my turf, you know? I said I'd find the rats, and I will. Your father, he was a hard man, right? Someone lied to him, betrayed him. He ended them. Think he was onto something with that idea? Show no mercy, take no apologies, that sort of thing?
You need to keep your people in line. Sometimes that means making hard choices.
Such a pretty way of saying killing a person. I hadn't taken you for such a ruthless fella. You are who I think you are, Bruce.
Who do you think I am?
A man out to prove to the underworld he's just as bad as his dear departed dad. Or there more to the story I should know. Hidden depths? Secrets you don't want me to see? Not one for Sharon? You know, my dad was a private fella too. And they all fell down to the deep to drown, to the dark to drown. He used to sing that to me. My dad. Made me feel safe. Like nothing could hurt me.
You have a nice voice.
I'm doing this because I can't do this on
those
crowd play because there's no way we're going to get 40 people to not vote.
What's left of them. But it's nice to know I have a fan. Been running short of those lately. In fact, you being like my dad, that's why I got such a soft spot for you.
Oh, you do?
You found me the black site, didn't you? Plus, you're not a bad guy. I mean, you're rotten like the rest of us. But you actually care for some people. Like that girl John told me about. What's her face? Brittany? No. Tiffany. You remember?
Tiffany.
Early 20s, fresh-faced and optimistic. How am I doing? I'd kill to have a friend like that right now. Yeah, friends are great. Except when you have to lose them. Laptop's gone.
What are you?
Yeah, shocker. We have a turncoat. I've interviewed just about everyone in the place. Except maybe one. Or two. So gosh, that only leaves the two people I haven't cleared. You and Catwoman. Maybe it was the guy who Bane gave the hamburger face. But weirdest thing, the laptop went missing after that.
Well, you must have missed something. Catwoman and I are loyal.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll take your word for it. Spoiler alert, I ain't taking your word for it. John, get in here! When I told Puddin' I narrowed it down to you two, he begged me to let him interrogate you. I gave him some pointers, and now this is his chance.
Hi, Bruce. You potential rat.
Have at it, John.
Harley, do you mind? Can't learn to ride with training wheels on forever, you know?
I'll be right outside.
Admit it, you rat scum! You're the rat! Sorry, I have to make it sound good. I got him, Harley! I think I knocked a tooth loose. A few more minutes and he'll break.
You hitting him already? I'll let it play.
I never wanted it to come to this.
So yeah, I want to see what happens if you don't say anything on that final choice. That's what we're testing here.
Catwoman has to take the fall. Think about it, Bruce. Harley's gonna kill that Tiffany girl if it's you.
John, you stole the laptop.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make me the mole. Besides, you asked me to help you get it. And maybe you're the mole, and maybe you're not. All I know is I can't lose you.
Did you even stick up for me?
I tried, Bruce. I really did. I said it loud and clear. Internally. You know Harley. She's not a mind reader.
That's such a weird line, by the way. She's not you know Harley, she's not a mind reader. That it's so interesting because if anybody's a mind reader, it's her. So why did he say that? You know what I mean? That really weirds me out about him. I don't know. He knows something.
Not as strong as you. Well, I'll get through this, Bruce, but I don't see a lot of options that end too great for you. It's either you or her. What do you want to do, Bruce? She knows it was one of you two. She knows. And don't think I don't feel just awful about this. Since, you know, I stole it. Can't help but feel a little bit responsible.
All right, time's up.
Perfect. Okay, so let's see what happens if you say nothing here, huh?
You got a
This is the end of it.
Great job, Puddin'. Who we hanging out to dry?
Go ahead, Bruce. Tell her what you told me. Come on. Go ahead, Bruce. It's
really
okay.
Curious if it defaults
Just
to
like we
Catwoman or
talked
what?
About. Please. It was Catwoman. Yep, that's what Bruce said.
How do you know?
She took a phone call at Riddler's. Bruce overheard her talking about it.
I understand, Bruce. I'm disappointed too. So much for the solidarity of sisterhood.
Interesting. So it's pretty much like if you choose Catwoman. But again, what's really interesting there is how, and I don't know how many people notice this, is how John says, we heard her take a phone call when we were at Riddler's, which is exactly what Bruce did. So that makes me feel like John knows what Bruce was doing, which is really, really, really interesting. And it seems like he might have a bigger plan for Bruce and Batman that he doesn't want to have foiled by Harley. I think that's really interesting that he uses the same exact thing that Bruce did. There's no way that's a coincidence. No way in heck that's a coincidence.
And here I was, starting to be a cat person. I knew you had it in you, John. We are gonna do terrible things together. Like skin a cat.
Huh. I wonder how they got her.
What are you doing?
Did you think I was just gonna let her go with something? That frickin' chance. She's gonna get turned into one of Freeze's popsicles. I know cats don't like water, but how do they feel about ice?
Don't! I love her!
Please, please hurt her. I love her.
Oh, please. Funny way to show the
I wonder if that would have been different if you would have actually been like really lovey-dovey with her and kissing her and all that type of crap. Or if she would have said the same thing.
Affection. Ratting a girl out.
We're ready to move.
Good. This'll just take a second. Get her inside.
So good. So, what do you think about this, chat?
I've seen that look.
Glad they didn't break her arm
before.
off.
On other men just before they get themselves killed.
This thing gets broken.
Come on! Just
Surprised he didn't step on
one
her
of
arm.
Riddler's murder boxes. We have a black site to raid.
Come on, Bruce. Time to raise some hell.
Interesting, chat. So this is my playthrough of the game here that I'll have that is completely 100% I hate Catwoman. He took your manipulate others. See, you made a bad choice. You made an evil choice by doing the manipulate one. He appreciated you as a best friend when you decided to out Catwoman together, which we did not. He did that all on his own. He felt proud that you're okay. He was able to help his hero by retrieving the laptop. See, like, his hero's Batman, which is so interesting. Now, I think what they might be doing is going down the route of... So Batman's the hero guy, right? And he's sitting there trying to do the greater good and all that, but I feel like what you'll see is how thin of a line that Batman treads and how easily what he does can be misinterpreted. Because I think what we might see is Joker go down the route of being, you know, bad guy Joker, but he's doing it trying to follow Batman and trying to be like Batman. So you'll see how sensitive of a line Bruce treads for what he does. I think might be a thing. Betrayed. Just pissed. Sorry. Less skeptical of you. Oh, that's good. She doesn't like it when you say you gotta kill people. Interesting. What's that face? Let me see his face. Oh. Waller is aligned with you. Interesting. Remorseful, yeah, he feels bad. He feels bad. Frustrated when you resist arrest, really? Honored, yeah. Most people blow the secret. She gets really pissed off if you don't, like, always go full Tiffany. Interesting. And he gave you the ink blot test. She is now in mortal danger. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. In my original playthrough, Catwoman's sitting in there too, so I kind of feel bad about that. I should have just said it was me because, you know, Bruce has plot armor. I don't know what Catwoman necessarily does. Ugh, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So, what you guys need to know now is that we are going to be streaming on Twitch starting Saturday. Okay? I got partnered on Twitch early last week. Or late last week, excuse me. She doesn't have flat armor on her arm, that's for sure. So, yeah, we'll be streaming on Twitch, so make sure you're following me on Twitch. If you have a Twitch account, go ahead and follow me. If you don't have a Twitch account, go ahead and make one and then follow me. I have the links in the description. And seeing as how I'm partnered now, you guys can become subs over there too. Twitch subs is not the same thing as a YouTube sub. It can be a Twitch sub. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free, which is really cool. So, all those links for the Twitch stuff is in the description. But that was cool to see the Stay Silent one. I wanted to see what happened there. I don't think it warrants a video, but I wanted to see if there was like another ending there. But pretty much all that happens is that Joker takes over, or John takes over and says it's Catwoman. Which is interesting. So, thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining in on the crowd play. Thanks for making it fun. It's interesting, man. I love the Batman crowd plays. I really do. So, again, thank you guys for being here. Make sure you follow me on Twitch before you go. All the stuff is in the description in terms of my links and all that. But I gotta go. So thank you all for being here. Y'all the best. I'll talk to y'all later. Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. And yeah, maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Okie dokie. Bye-bye.